Hello everyone, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So last time we set up this little metal production area. It's still not quite working yet. I saw that there is a bit of heavy watt wire there, but I think that's not the problem. It's not working just because we haven't produced enough heat to make it work. Like right now the oil in here is at 57 degrees. We need to get that up to 125 before it'll begin to self-tune or self-go. Whatever. It'll go in time. Something I do want to keep in mind is that what I did was I just set all of these to just run continuously, but we don't really want to do that. We don't want them to run continuously. We want them to be limited. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put a little area where... Maybe right here? Nah, it's gotta be pretty close. But I want it to be outside of the suit area. Maybe right here. So, this will be... We're gonna have people running up and down all the time. Maybe it would be better to put it down there. I don't know. I'm gonna put it down here. Okay, so forget this. We will go ahead. We're gonna build a little area, a storage area. That can't be there. On this side. No, I should put it on this side. I just need to move some of this. Alright. And here I'm going to put a couple, some storage bins, and then some smart storage bins. Something we do have to keep in mind is that we don't have a lot of ore. Like, let's see, where's our raw? Metal ore. We've got a bit of iron. Like, we have a lot of iron, but not very much copper and gold. We've been burning through our metal ore so much. We're gonna have to spend some time doing some farming, just of random places, in order to produce all the stuff we need. So much of this world is terrible, though, you know? There's, like, nothing here. It's all this sedimentary rock and granite and salt water. It's boring. Where's the metal? Now this, you know, it's strange. I feel like this should have filled up this area even before I found it. Like, it seems like upon finding it, it became more active or something. That probably is not the case, but that's, you know, how it feels. Anyway, did they get that belt yet? Probably not, because it's nighttime. They got some of them. But the whole idea of this is I'm going to have 3 chests with a very small amount of required gold or... Oh, that actually needs a lot of stuff. Do we have that much gold? Yeah, we do. It's just, you know, a bit of a shame. Anyway, we're going to have chests that have a small amount of gold and are going to request. They're going to use automation to turn these machines on and off. That's the plan. And then we'll have a larger amount here. So when someone comes and wants gold, they'll first check here, and then if that's empty, they'll check back here. And when they're placing new gold, when we have some coming out of the machine, they'll first put it here and then fill it up there. So that way we can use this machine to control whether or not we need gold, without it, you know, constantly being topped off every couple seconds. So let's see what we want. I want a small amount of gold, say 2,000 in here. It's metal, refined metal. And then we'll put a similar amount, but smaller, 500, right here. Okay, so they're gonna fill this one up first because they're gonna get to it first. I believe they might say that this is closer proximity-wise and want to put that one there. That's why kind of what I want to test this right now. So let's try that again. So I'm gonna turn both of these off and then turn them back on, and we'll see where the gold gets placed. If it is this way, we can just like build it over here instead. But I was hoping I wouldn't. I'm hoping it'll be that path. So someone's coming to fill one of these up, please. And it looks like this is a lower priority. Yeah. So hopefully that'll work in time. Here, sweep this. Or sweep this too. Sure. New printables. A bunch of hatchlings. Or one, at least. Sure. Still haven't made any steam yet. How's the oil doing? So the oil is up to 95 degrees. Okay. Eventually it's going to get too hot. What did I say that? 275. So once it's below well, wait a minute. No, that's fine. If it's below 275, no, that's too high. Let's put this at actually 275 is fine. But let's put this a bit higher. Put this at 325. Okay. Did it work yet? No, it still hasn't risen to the top of anyone's list. In fact, it's got even less interesting. Not allowed by schedule. Maybe tomorrow morning. But I want to wall this back up so they'll only come in here as suits, because it's going to get hot in here. I'm expecting the cooling loop that I made is still going to keep it at 275. So I'm a little concerned. I'm not sure it's going to work. Like the Atmos suit says it raises the scalding threshold by 726, but it also says that it melts at 326. So I guess we'll see if their suits start melting. And we need to hook these up. So oh, we got some steel. Yeah, we're starting to make it. But for now, we can just use some copper for this. Actually, we just use some wire, sure. These take 60 watts. They're going to be going continuously all day long, but what can you do? Oh, it's starting to get... No, it's not getting hot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is enabled by automation grid. It's setting a green signal if it's below 0? I must have set that wrong. I was supposed to be like 375 or 250 or something. 275. Yeah. So now it's all coming back in. Well, we warmed up the water a little bit. Anyway. Is this going? Yeah, we need to run the automation now. Ooh, look, I can actually see the rocketry stuff now. Okay. Because I have some steel. So, each of these is going to need its own wire. And at least it's cheap. We're going to have to... we can do a bridge. So which one is which? That's the gold one. Yeah, this is a little messy. Bridge. Well, wait a minute. This is... No, this is fine. That would be iron. Probably. I'll double check to see which ones are which. And then we'll have to use bridges again to get to that one. We might just want to get rid of the abyssalites and go straight up. I didn't want to do that though. I want to be able to wall this off pretty easily because it's going to get hot in there. But we can get rid of one more spot, I guess. Yeah, get rid of this. Get rid of that. We'll build a couple bridges. I'd have to go back further too. That one. That one. That's not going to help at all. What am I thinking? Delete that too. Let me think about this. Delete this. It's 3 wires. How could this be hard? I mean, the opening's only 1 wide. That's why it's hard, but I think we're going to have to sacrifice that. We're going to have to cut a bit more of this out. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should have interspersed these. That might have been better. Then we could have more room on top of this. But whatever. Yep, I always do that when I try to flip them. I kind of wish I could hit another button like R, perhaps. But now I have to go O. What a weird button for rotate. Do I want to do that? No, because this is going to be on the bottom, so it should be for the furthest one. So, let me think. Like that. And then this can be like this. So then it'll come out like that. And this will be the far right one. That one. And eventually I suppose we plan on having 2 more of these, but right now I don't want to think about it. So this is coming out. It wants to go to the second one. That's set up right. And then this needs to be the first one. So like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, and then we'll need a bit of scaffolding to make that happen. And this was gold, right? Yeah. That's the iron, that's the steel. So you can take what number did we do before? We said 500 on this? Sure. So 500 kilograms of iron and 2,000 kilograms of iron. This will probably end up being higher in time. Because we're going to want more iron and steel. Is this not... Do I not have steel? Maybe it's... Here it is. Yeah. So put... This one I want a bit more, so maybe put 10,000 here. And in fact, are we ever going to not want steel? Probably. So I'll put 500 like that. Oh, wait a minute. This sends a green signal when full. Otherwise, it sends a red signal. So these are backwards. I want them to send a knot of this. So get rid of that. Cancel that. And we'll put some knot gates. One right there. Right there. And I'll wait for that to be deconstructed first. There we go. One like that. Not steel. We're not going to use our steel on knot gates. Have I been doing that? No, that's a copper one. Copper. Yeah, I made this automation wire out of steel. Nope. Here, cancel all this. We'll redo it again. Wait a minute. I think I'm doing too much. Get rid of all the automation. Because I think you screwed it up. Meaning I screwed it up. But you know. Guys, there you go. Some of it was done right. You can see a bunch of gold down here. But I want the entire thing out of gold. That's the kind of the point. This is up to 116. The water is still cold though because it hasn't been diverted yet. Okay, let's start rebuilding this the right way. So, automation gates out of... I guess we don't have a lot of stuff. Copper. And I have it set up backwards, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. We can figure it out on this side. I just ended up switching to gold. Is that right? Gold. Gold. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is this one, that's the steel. So, there's our knot gate for the steel. This is the iron. I kind of... It'd be easier if it was not set up this way. Okay, let's do that again. Do this again. Sorry, this is taking forever. I probably should have been smarter about this. So this one is that. This one is that. And this has to come all around to there. So iron, copper will be way out here. Here's the iron, which is the second one. And here is the, I'm sorry, gold is out here. Here's iron, here's steel. Okay, and then the knot gates, we'll build them out of copper, like that. Sorry, this is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. And it's using all the metal I was hoping to get out of this. Oh, did I screw this up? I did screw it up. I deleted this wire too. Okay. Now we're wasting our all our coal again. Red alert, guys. Get this going. High priority. Come on. Oh, it's unreachable now. We have to go out here to get to it. Okay. We still need this one. Lindsay, come in. And why is... This is overloading. Because we tried to run 2 of those at once. Yeah. That's okay. Here, cancel the red alert. Eventually this is all going to go away, because I think this will be self-powering. But, not yet. You would think they'd all be disabled, right? But I guess not until they build this one wire. Okay, I should build this, the insulation here anyway. So just put this like that. Alright. So this oil is up to 127. So we could be getting steam out of it, but I'm raising it higher first. Up to 275 for whatever reason. Come on, build these gates. Why were you unhappy about that? Don't know. Now we're making a bunch of steel. Just kind of drop it on the ground around here. Or maybe, though, that was from the wires we already deleted. Never mind. Something to keep in mind is that I probably should have prioritized this stuff. Otherwise, it'll never actually happen. And we're kind of relying on these numbers to drive the rest of the base. The rest of production. New printables. A poplet, sure. And insufficient oxygen, which I am getting more and more concerned about over time. I have to admit. We're getting less breathable. We're gonna have to redo this down here a little bit, or figure something out, because it's just not working the way we want it to be. Like, where's my oxygen? Oh, they ran out of water. Interesting. Where were you? You were getting your water from down here? Looks like it. That's conductive wire. Yeah. This is where they're getting their water. So just go ahead and get some more water, please. I mean, there's like a ton of water around. We should never be lacking for water. Make it happen, please. Tomorrow. Everything takes so long. Hey, they've gotten this area starting to be really hollowed out. That's good. Alright. Yeah, a bunch of water up there, all around here. If we want that sort of thing. Okay, come on, we can get this built. These are going fine, right? Yeah, they've got plenty of stuff. Yeah, we're actually storing some of the steel. That's really good. They can get to these, right? Of course they can. It seems like they're avoiding them. Maybe we don't have the things we need? It just never seems to get high enough priority. I guess because they're too far away. They're all busy down here. Which is a fair point. Yeah, we got a bit going on up here. All this iron I want to get to. Here, just start cutting away at it. Okay. Ooh, I must be at the edge of the map. I can't scroll any further left. Can I see it anywhere? No, I can't. Okay. So that's the size of the map, about that far. And then it goes up quite a ways. Then there's the surface. And then a frozen core. And I'm kind of regretting that I put this on a frozen core. Like, if we hadn't, we'd have, like, heat. We could turn in the steam without having to think about it. I don't know. Is this going yet? Come on, guys. Still no? Okay, we need to prioritize this, or it's not going to happen. And we can use this to get any copper if we need more of it. I want to see this get hot enough to actually start running the steam engine. But, we'll have to wait for that to go for a bit. Okay. The oxygen is going again. Good. This isn't filling up at all, which is unfortunate. But at least we're producing oxygen. At times. I'm trying to think if I should bother to run a wire over. I probably should. Just a backup. And then we'll bridge it. Just so there's always at least some water flowing in. Actually, better idea. Bridge it up here, so it'll flow into both. And I'm being terrible about putting bridges around, but that's okay, I don't want to bother with it. I'm not patient enough for bridges today. No. These are all dead, but we seem to have enough calories for quite a while. I'm not going to worry about it. We haven't shorn these or sheared these guys in a while. I guess you're up to it. And you're feeling cramped. Why? Stop it! He's moving around too much. There's no eggs in here, right? And there's only 6 of you. Maybe I'll lower you down to 5. So that they won't have too many of these. Oh no, there is an egg in there. Somebody go get the egg. I guess they can't because you're busy with it. Alright. What are we doing? There we go. We're starting to make some stuff. It's starting to fill up this. So you've got 91 kilograms of that, 165 of that. It's gonna need thousands more, guys. Come on, push. How's this heat? Up to 125. Yeah, it'll go in time. Okay. I think we need to devote some time to getting out ore, because we're low on it. There's a bunch of ore up here. I kind of just want to start going this... Oh no, there's nothing up over that way. Here. Take this out and see if we can find anything over here. There's this thing right there, there's that. Bunch of diamond, bunch of iron ore. What did we see what these were? I never remember. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. For once, I'm actually gonna go down and look at it. Look at this long-haired larva egg. You're not supposed to make those. All they do is look pretty. Oh, interesting. Body temperature is how it knows which egg to make. Because we're keeping it too cool, I guess? We need to keep it above 60, I guess, in order to have it reproduce. Oh well. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry about it. Unreachable. I just want a little bit of sight, except for apparently they didn't want to keep going. Anybody coming for this? Stinky's on the case. Nobody wants to just stay there and do a bunch of work. They always want to run around. Okay. How is this going? Up to 122. And these should all be enabled, right? Yeah. It is a power issue, apparently. In time. No, it's keeping ahead of it. Okay. So that just used up a bunch of oil. It's replenishing. The oil is coming back at 71, 165. Depending on which machine it's from. It's actually staying oddly cool. I'm surprised. The water is heating up, though, even though there's nothing going on. I think it's maybe just heating up from this reservoir? Like, maybe the reservoir itself is getting hot for having its contents hot? Or the little tiny bit it goes through the wall there? Anyway, new printables. Another arbor corn. Do I really need this? Leave it open. We're at least starting to build up a decent amount of steel. That's because that's the first one in the row. So they seem to get to it first. Okay. I had a plan. I was going to do some exploration. There's nothing over this way. That's interesting. That I can see. Alright, we need to make another suit area. And we should just do it right here. It's fine. Okay, so a checkpoint going left from here. And I suppose we should actually build some ground or something to put the other things on. And a few docks. 4 is fine. Yeah, they're actually complaining about how hot it is down here. How hot is it down here? It's right here on the Abyssal Light, it's like 70 degrees. 45, 70. It's a hot area down here. All this, all the oil. We still need to use that neural vacillator at some point. Okay. And we'll just steal some oxygen from up here. I wonder if it matters if it's hot oxygen. Probably. Probably not, actually. As long as it's not too hot, perhaps. We'll just steal some. Like this. This looks really weird. What's going on there? Oh, it was forming up. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and power. It just so happens we have a conductive wire right here. But we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for our refined metals. We really need to get this going. Like, get it prioritized. Yeah, I think I need to. Let's up it a little bit so they actually bother to come out here from time to time. I kind of wish I could just tell somebody. I probably should. So, somebody is really good at operating, right? Apparently lots of people are really good at operating. Who is not good at anything else? Gene, you are now super high priority for operating. Lindsay? Kind of the same thing. Sure. Maybe that will get them actually out here someday. Alright. Just doing fine on calories. Although it's switching more to bristleberry than stuffed berry. Maybe I should switch back on the bristleberries at the very least. So don't do anything here. Like disable this building. It kind of doesn't matter. Once we start running low on the stuffed berry and the... Actually, that's all that's left. All the surf and turf is done. Here, let's turn cooked fish back on. But turn bristleberries off. That will just be our storage. Bristleberries forever. For days. Although it looks like we're leaving them to rot, so that's bad. Go ahead, get the bristleberries too. I feel like we've got too much stuff. What's supposed to be in here? That's bristleberries. Okay. So let's turn stuffed berry off. And surf and turf on. And start going to bristleberries again. Like, if nothing else, these are the ones that are actually consuming water and continuous. The rest of it, well, I guess meat's continuous too. Maybe we need some more dupes so we can eat more food faster. up to 161. Just a bit more now, dupes. Come on. Yeah, Gene and Lindsay are high priority on it now, but they're still not actually bothering. What are you up to, Gene? Scampering around really fast, apparently. Lindsay. Supplying power materials. Ah! So they're busy with our power plants. Output pipe full. Up to 163. You know, that is a thing. They can't just operate one continuously because we're not shedding the oil out of it as fast as we could be. How can I fix that? Saying we're not resupplying as fast as we could. We could have put 3 reservoirs in here that all went onto the same loop. That might have been better. Can I change this without having to go into the sealed off area? Not easily. That's fine. So if they'll never just make one, they'll never just sit here turning out a ton of steel. They'll do a bunch of steel, then a bunch of iron, then a bunch of copper. It does mean that maybe we have a bit more back and forth. We might set it up differently next time. What I could do is like instead of having them all go to a single reservoir, I could like build separate reservoirs for each of them right here, and then just throw stuff onto the loop and steal off the loop as needed. That would avoid having to go through, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. Like, I guess the shedding is more important than, because it's storing enough for three runs. We just need to get more through this little area, and we're not. So I could run a second loop around the edge. Let's do that. So let's run so maybe something like this. Like that, perhaps? From both of them, sure. And then we can put one like this. That will go up and just join right here as a priority. I think that'll work. It might make these be able to offload their oil faster. Up to one. That's actually cooled down a little bit. We're not adding any new oil into the system, are we? No. No, that's closed off. I guess maybe we did transfer some. This is getting hotter, so we are giving a bit of the water into this every time we go through this one little cell here. And the reservoir is getting hotter. You can see it getting hotter as soon as oil starts coming out. Okay, let's let that happen for a bit. How are we doing down here? Nothing has happened at all. What are our dupes up to that they take forever to do stuff? They're running around 58% of the time. To do construction, to do farming supply. Farming supply. Farming supply. They shouldn't have to do any farming supply. I'm gonna disable, not deconstruct, disable these two. Okay, I should have had that disabled anyway. But it is a little, having to make that loop like that's a little annoying. I could just put a door right here, I suppose. Sure. Might help. Bit of sandstone, because we only have 270 tons of it. Come on, guys. Okay, tomorrow we'll do that. They didn't finish this. And this is at 172 and cooling. The water's up to 71. How are we doing on our mining? Like, we were clearing stuff out over here. We ran into a trouble. This got all cleared. Mostly. Yeah. Alright. I'm actually surprised they're letting them come in this way. Or they're not. This area is off limits. Until this gets built. Which is on nobody's list. Are they not allowed to get in here or something? Because it seems like it's been waiting around for a while. Unreachable tile. Oh! No, they're not allowed to get there. Yeah. Stupid me. That will do it. I'm always blaming my dupes for my own mistakes. Alright. This still isn't made, but that's reachable, so it should be soon. We're still burning this. Let's raise this threshold a little bit, just so they can go at it a bit longer. Say 70. Ooh, up to 205. We're actually getting a lot of stuff going now. And the output? Are we actually storing some good things? Bit of steel, bit of iron, a little tiny bit of gold. It's a little disappointing. Okay, that's made. So now it's not going that way. That's not what I wanted. Okay, delete this pipe. This bridge. And it doesn't matter because it's all being, yeah, it doesn't matter at all because it's all just being delayed right there. So this is all just a waste of time. Yeah, just delete both bridges. It doesn't help. Waste of time, my bad. Okay. At 195, it lost some heat again. As soon as we hit, like, what was the number? 275, it'll work. Ooh, what's this? We're getting... What's going on there? Huh? Yeah, it looked like this ran for like a second. I am very confused. I don't know what just happened there. It looked like there was steam condensing on the pipes, but it's way too cold for it to be steam. The water's only at 83. Gene, what are you doing? Okay, this didn't work the way I thought it was going to. There we go. Okay. You know, this might be helpful to have this here just so they have alternate routes. Even if it will fill up long term. Let's do that. Yeah. So, disconnect them that way. And we'll see how baffled the thing gets. Actually, I could delete this pipe right here, perhaps. I'll prioritize this. Then at least this will fill this pipe and wait to get in, and this machine will be able to run. Okay. Up to 201. The water's steadily heating up. But this should be disabled, right? No, it should be enabled because the smart battery is empty. Look! Yeah, we're getting some steam in here. It's like, interesting. I don't know why we're getting some steam in here. It seems too cold for it. Like, I would almost suggest there's like a pressure issue or something. Maybe there's local hot pockets. The steam's at 100. And then it's... Oh, I see. So it's getting a little bit hot, and then it's immediately condensing and draining back into the ground. But we're about to hit that critical mass of steam where it'll supply itself. Sort of. Come on, guys. Build that power back up. Ah, they got bored. How are we doing on oxygen? How terrible is it? It's getting to be a problem. I'm concerned about how long this cooling loop takes. Like, I kind of wish I'd put, like, maybe multiple thermal regulators together. I don't know. Because these aren't going full times. They occasionally stop. Like, right now they are, because they're filling this up. But they won't be, because eventually this will back up. Anyway, not my problem right now. Here, get some suits. I hope you have some. Might need to make a few more. That is the problem. Yes. We just don't have all the that this was trying to solve. I need more metal. Like, how are we on metal ores? Where are those? Oh, already open. We're getting more and more iron. That's good. Food is decaying. Pinch of pepper nuts. That's fine. We got a whole fridge full. Okay. Do a little more down here, perhaps? Not really helping at all. Okay, I haven't seen all of this bit. All this entire western side of the map. We do have suits here. They're disabled. Here, enable these suits again. And we'll plug them in. Get some guy looking. Let's try to avoid dumping a ton of polluted water on our heads. Ooh, there's a bunch of golden Malcolm up there. That'll be helpful. I mean, there's a bunch of it all around, but I find myself more and more in need of different metals. Okay, new printables. Hey, look at this! We got a bunch of steam over here too. And occasionally gives me a little burst of energy. Bunch of omelets. Okay. Now we're starting to get stuff. It's just a bit too cold still. It's at 205. Okay. I guess I should supply these a little bit. So let's go ahead and put, say, just a couple thousand of each metal ore here. At a slightly higher priority, perhaps. Okay, this will be gold, and this will be iron. I guess we don't actually make any copper here, so that's fine. Looking good, looking good. What is that? It's a curious little effect. And it went away. That was this remaining little bit of water on the ground vaporizing. And yeah, it's gonna keep on doing that more and more until... I wonder if I should have put more water in there. I could always add more just by running more into the pipe. Like, is having high pressure steam better? I don't know. That's something I might want to experiment with at some point. Anyway, this is up to 215. The magic number is 275. Come on, guys. Oh, this is starting to have some problems. Why? Is it heat damage? Yeah, its melting point is 1,000. Is it getting up to 1,000? It's only at 100. Wait a minute. Is it the liquid shut off? No, it's the shut off. Overheat temperature 125. Oh, that's a problem. Deconstruct it. What about this one? Yeah, okay. We made a mistake. Open up the door again, please. We'll rebuild those out of steel. I was looking at this number, the melting point, but I should have been looking at the overheat number. That's weird. Look at that. It says total overheat temperature 125, which is base value 348 plus 50. That's different than I expected. Okay, we're letting a bunch more water in, so that's, you know, good. Okay. Build this out of steel. That should be plus 200. I hope that actually works. And how is this set up? Like this? Yeah. Alright. Build that again. Not here. Build it here. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up doing that. Oh, could I have made this out of ceramic? No. Nope. Steel, I guess, was the best one. I guess I could. No, both of these are overheat temperature 50. Here, what's this say? 275 now. Okay, so we are going to have to limit, because this one's inside. Can't have that. How are we going to make that safe? I guess we could limit it to 250. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. 250. That's the limit. And this has to go at 250, I suppose. What's this? 220? Maybe 225. Put a nice little safety measure. So that means this will never get higher than 250, ideally. You guys should build this, by the way. It's about to get hot in there, and you're gonna get scalded if you sit around. Okay, that's coming back at 236, so that should not be able to continue this way. Once it raises this temperature. Which it's not doing that much. A few more loops, perhaps. Come on, I want to see this work. Give me my payoff. 224, 225, and now. Why is it coming out so cold? Oh, I guess it needs to be hot enough that the first square doesn't turn it. Look at that, it's down to 111? What? What? I am confused. How is it? Is it just this one radiant? Okay, wait a minute. So it comes out. Yeah, it contains 200 at this point, and then by here it's down to 180. No, it's fine. It just must have had some latency or something. Okay, so it's up at 200. Oh, this is beginning to overheat. Also, oh, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan this right. What about these? Do they overheat? No. This vent. No. Thermal sensor is good. I kept looking at the melting point, but that's not at all what I should have been. I should have been looking at the reservoir. Overheat. Like, if I were to build another one of these, is this... I could build out of steel, and that would raise it up more. But I can't just build it on top of it. I have to empty all the oil out. Okay. Well, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. Let's go ahead. We'll build a temporary place for this over here. Here, this is a little in the way. Let's reverse it if we can. Disable that. High priority. No, I always make these mistakes. Okay. We'll need some flooring. I don't want to lose all the heat we spent all this time trying to build up. I guess I could try to keep it below one. No, I can't. I cannot keep this below 125. I need it to reach 125. I want it to sit there at 125. Don't delete that one. That'd be a terrible idea. Hey, that worked for a second. Hey! We're starting to get some heat. Some power that gets immediately drained. Here, disable repair on this. Because we're gonna replace it anyway. But they're too busy sleeping. Okay, so what were we doing else at the same time? We were going to... We got these suits. They're still waiting on delivery. I'm sure we have some suits, don't we? This one doesn't even have a 2. Looks like they can't even get up here. Or they don't want to enable it or something. Build an iron suit. And we'll turn off steel for a little bit, just to let this happen. So, off. Alright. This is still full of crude oil. Come on, guys. Get this going. Oh, it's done. So, disable this pipe. He's on the case. There. That gets all the cool oil out of the way. Damage overheated. I know. I'm trying to fix it. Just give me some time. Why isn't this going? We must have a bridge somewhere. Yeah, right there. Okay. Build a better bridge. Or a differently facing bridge. To get this out of there. Everything takes so much time. I know it's getting damaged. I'm trying to fix it. Now, we have to be careful about this because eventually this water here will overheat. It'll turn to steam, and we'll lose our gate, our airlock. Is it? Okay, yeah, it's ready to go. Let's go ahead. What's the best way to do this? First of all, delete this bridge so we stop filling it up. And then delete this thing entirely. Like this little area here was not a good idea. Okay, that's fine. And then we can just drain it. Looking for a bridge to make that happen, but this is fine. We'll bring this out and just put it up here, and then we'll replace this once this is empty, and then put it all right back. Oh, probably that's wrong. We want to keep that one. Yeah. Okay, come on, guys. Let's make this all happen. Okay, there you go. Go ahead, add the last bit. Anytime now. Oh, it did it. We just didn't connect the two. My bad. There we go. Okay, so oil comes out. We're gonna lose some heat from this process. Here, while that's going, let's take a look over here. Printables. A new suit. Someone wants a snazzy suit. Stinky, you've been unhappy lately. Let's give you a suit. Okay. This is going, so we can actually start messing with this. Let's go ahead. Just dig a hole. Do a nice little hole all the way down there. We'll need a ladder, of course. And hopefully that will work itself out. I hate going through the Abyssalite. I really do. I mean, I feel like I should... Oh well. Maybe in the future we'll just grind the entire bit of it out rather than leaving them as natural walls. Okay, this is done. Go ahead and deconstruct it. Tomorrow, when you get up. And we're eventually just going to put this right back in there. So I can never find something to copy there. So this would be like that, and eventually we'll put this right here. But we have to wait until we get the new one of these in place. So up priority. Come on. Now we're getting quite a bit of good food. We're running a little low on the stuffed berries. We're down to 100,000 kilocalories of good food. The surf and turf and stuffed berry. We'll have to maybe think about turning that around at some point. So, a liquid reservoir of steel. Right here, yes? Takes 400 steel. Okay. Disable this. We're gonna have to delete some of these. That. All this can go away. Prioritize. I do need to deal with this at some point. How we're spending forever doing things that are not helping me. It's all construction supply. I wonder... Like right now I've got kind of a centralized location where I'm bringing all the stuff. Maybe I could have a distributed thing where dupes have like things nearby. Although I'm hoping that once we get this sorted out, we'll never have to come back here again. It'll just all be handled. So, anyway. Here, go ahead, build this. Last little bit. And then we need to put this back. And I guess we could reconnect this too if we wanted. It's probably a good idea. Sure. Reconnect that. Build another one. These bridges right there. And get that all done, please. That's not the right place for that tile. Here. I keep on doing that. It's right here. Alright. Okay. It's coming back. And these should be workable again. Although they can't because their output pipe's full. Fair enough. Looks like we didn't lose that much. About 10 degrees from all of it. I don't know. Something like that. What is that? Is that damage? No, it's just that the steam is too low. Fair enough. You can definitely tell this is gonna work. Like, this is staying on a lot. That's just from shedding steam, so this was at 190 and this is at 170. It lost 20 degrees just going through this one tile. Maybe all this was a bit overdone. We didn't really need this. Oh well. Here, we're done with this. Put that back. All that. We can turn steel back on. Or did I want to let iron build up a bit, perhaps? It seems fine. Go ahead, turn steel back on. Alright. So, we'll check back on that in a little bit, but I'm much happier with it now. And this, nothing's happening at all. I am less happy with this. What about up here, where we were getting rid of some of this stuff? I could put a little ladder there. There's not any ore down there, so it's not a big deal. There's a bit of coal up here. We actually are slowly building up more and more gold amalgam, as need. This is all not working because I foolishly did not put scaffolding. Oh, we're having oxygen troubles. This is a concern. So one thought I have is we could stop cooling as much. So like, as ideally we'd cool, but as a priority we'd get oxygen out. Because like right now, there's plenty of oxygen right here. It's too hot. It's at 56 degrees. That's not even that hot. We could just rely on our nifty water cooling system to keep the base cool. Like, we're not having heat problems, so I think I'm gonna do something like that. What's the best way to make that happen then? It would need to be after the filters, so that here is where the good oxygen goes. So I could put something like this. I can deconstruct this one little bit. Okay, and then we'll build a gas bridge, going this way. And we'll say, if that's full, then you can just go straight to there. So ideally we'll cool, but if the cooling if the cooling loop is full, then we're just gonna go for it. Because we need oxygen. Even then, that's only gonna be, let's see, we're consuming like 800 grams per second, and we're producing less than 1,000. So, we might need another setup like this somewhere. Anyway. Like maybe I could, well, we kind of don't have a lot of CO2. Like, here, let's turn this back on. Start hauling this CO2 over here so we can turn it back into oil. What are we storing here that's off-gassing? We're off-gassing slime. That's great. It's chlorine-y slime, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, here we go. Did we ever get this all working? So yeah, if you run into trouble, once this clears out, it'll just switch over to this for our oxygen loop. That's not working the way I thought it would. It's stealing the oxygen and running it through the loop again. Yeah, how do I fix that? Get rid of this. Maybe we can fix it with a bridge going this way, like this. And then go like that. Maybe? I don't know, it doesn't quite... We'll see what the gas wants to do. It might get to here and then start going backwards. Yeah, it does. Okay, get rid of this. What if we go like this instead? Just come right out of here, the same square. It probably is not going to change anything. So... Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. We'll just switch it like this. So we need to get rid of this. Get rid of this bridge. And then put a bridge like this here. Like that. But that doesn't really do what I want it to, so no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. What I want is to put the bridge right here. Yeah, this will work. I think this will do it. Maybe. Are you having toasty surroundings? How hot is it in here? It's only 40s. You're just being picky. Okay, so do it like this. There. So it'll always go across here first, if it can, and if it cannot, it will get added to here, but this will never try to come back across the loop. That's gonna work. I'm feeling confident. Let's see if it works. Not so confident that I'm gonna look away. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to back up. So it's always continuing first, and then this backs up, and it starts sending out this way. And these do not back up, crucially. Now, one possible concern is that we're going to be producing too much hydrogen now, and that we don't need. Let's set these lower, perhaps. So, that's all about as low as it can go. More printables. Some water. I know I'm kind of having the reverse problem up here where I have not enough... Well, it looks like this might be not quite paying for itself yet, but in the direction of... Like, maybe we should extend this wire up to here, connect these two systems. It would probably be a good idea. We do have a lot of iron ore now. Let's do that. Do a wire bridge. Well, I guess let's get rid of this wire first. And then... I think this is just like going to the suits or something. Or no, I guess that's going to several things. We'll have to replace one of these with a plate. In hindsight, I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna have to get past that somehow. I'm trying to figure out how not to hop it twice. Here, let's just go like this. It's adding an extra bit of consumed ore, but whatever. Here. We'll need another bridge right here, so deconstruct that. Alright. Like that. And it's trying to go through the ground, like I just said I can't do. There. Hopefully that's not going to ruin this storage bin. We'll see. Okay, and then we can just go up to here, I guess. Look at that, that takes 2,000 just to this one little pass there. Our power system is actually the biggest strain of our metals. Listen to that thrash. Turbine too hot. Turbine too hot. The turbine must be below 100 degrees to properly process steam into water. Interesting. Didn't know about that. Right now I have this trying to keep it below 275, but it has to be colder than that. How are we gonna make that happen? Deconstruct all this. That's not gonna help. We'll have to rebuild it down here. It can be insulated then. Yeah, so that's just a return for the oil. We're gonna have to bring, God, how are we gonna keep this cold? I guess we can just use this huge body of water down here and slowly heat it up over time. I hate to, but that might be the best way to do it. Maybe I'll leave these there. I'll delete the edges. Get rid of that one. Wait a minute. How is this working? So this is outputting here, it goes around, it was going up here, and then crossing, and then going in back here. So that will do the same thing. Okay. So delete this right here. We'll have to add a new loop. They're not coming to build it. Why not? Dude, I locked myself out of here somehow. When I deleted something, they should be able to come right up here. Oh, no power. Yeah, get that bridge going, please. Okay, but we're gonna do something a little lazy. We're just gonna take this line that's coming up here of seawater and just run it through here. And hopefully that's gonna cool it down to a decent amount. I don't know. And then instead of doing that, we'll just bring it back. Not radiant. I don't want to spend the regular. We'll just use regular pipes. This is turning out to be just as much a mess as our old one. This strikes me as a very initial setup, a learning setup, you know? And then, kind of like how we redid our entire base at one point, just to make it not be terrible, we might do something similar for this. In a way, I don't mind, because I feel like we have learned a lot by doing this. Like, make sure not to overheat your things that are going to be in your heating chamber. Even if they're not going to melt, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go well, you know. So this, right now, this steam is just going to get hotter and hotter until we get this figured out. Here, make sure the original loop works first. Get all that going. Okay, power's back on. How are we doing with our oxygen situation? It looks like it's not as big of a problem anymore. It's starting to build pressure again. But I'm assuming that's the cost of that is we're starting to add heat. Where's our vents? They're right in our houses, right? Right here. So let's look at this. So we have oxygen coming in at 30 degrees. 32. That's not bad, actually. Interesting. It's like actually cooling over time. Did something not work? Yeah, okay, the hydrogen backed up. I hate to just burn through it without getting any value out of the power. That's just adding problems. But we really need some more hydrogen. We really need more oxygen. Or do we? How much did we produce last time? So yesterday, we actually added far more than we took out. I'm gonna let it go for now. But that's gonna be something we need to keep an eye on. The excess hydrogen. Maybe we can find a use for it somewhere else? I don't know. Okay. Tomorrow we're gonna get this all working again, please. This doesn't seem to be doing it the way I thought it would. Like, why isn't it coming out all fast? What's this delay? I'm not getting it. Disable by automation grid. So this is flipping back and forth. I don't know why. So when it comes out the first moment, yeah. Maybe I should set it lower. I don't know. I should have put this out here. Maybe. What should be happening is it should be sending them both ways, except for this is blocked because it's not working. So we should be seeing it continually flowing. It just will be going both directions at once, which will be fine. And we just need that to happen. There we go. So now it's complaining that it's too hot. Look at this. So at the beginning, it's at 229. At the end of the loop, it's at 130. Those radiant pipes are crazy good. And the temp shift plate, perhaps. So yeah, it comes down to here at 132. Same temperature as the steam. I bet it could go even lower if we were letting it. Okay, that's really loud. My apologies. You guys need to build all this stuff. Come on, guys. I wonder if I should put a higher gauge there, because it seems like I don't want it to be stuttering at one... I don't know. It'll be fine as soon as this comes back, because then it'll cool way down. Maybe. I'm gonna let it go once we have this going full time, and this will be cooling this area down much faster. It might work better. So, leave it alone for now. How have we not made any progress here? Like, you've gone down 5 steps. My dupes can be so disappointing. Critter starvation. It's always a good sign to let me know I need to go and kill a critter. Hey, copper ore. I will totally take that. That's gonna double the amount of copper ore we have. This is going a little bit. Just a little bit. But still. You know what? I bet we could actually be going faster if I were to put some real tiles down, instead of having them have to hop across this the entire way. Yeah, let's just go like this. Give them more things to do. Well, I can put down one, and then they can do it from the ground. There. Or I suppose I could just extend this ladder there. But we should do the same thing over here. You don't have to go up and down ladders. Well, I kind of do want you to have to go up and down ladders for that, but we can at least make them continuous ladders. so they're not having to hop. Is someone doing this? No, it's not on anyone's list. Stinky's coming for these. These two still have all this heavy watt wire that needs to be delivered at some point. Nothing happening. No oxygen being generated at all. I wish I could turn electricity into, like, work. Like, have my dupes actually do stuff instead of having to... I guess I could turn off the microchips. Yeah, we can at least get a little bit going, so that this is the top off. This is just gonna run as much as possible. If you've got room to go, then you should go. That will let a bit of the oxygen get past. We didn't build this door again, so they've been without their Great Hall all this time. Morale must be really suffering. There's an extra suit that we queued up a long time ago. These are still not made. They should be able to get these, right? I just didn't prioritize. Now we're starting to get a decent amount of refined metal. We're just not apparently having any time to move stuff around. Maybe I need a dedicated supplier, but that would just make things even slower. We are having occasionally problems with these. Can I take stuff off here? Like, I don't necessarily need these to be on the same circuit. I just kind of did it because this wasn't generating enough power. But it will be in the future, so take that off. At a high priority. There you go. And this will rely on self-powering or stealing stuff eventually from over here. We might need to run a wheel next to it just to get it started up, perhaps. In the future. We'll see. Almost got this done. Come on, guys. I want to see the Steam thing going before I finish the episode. Unreachable build. I'm yelling at them for my own problems. As per usual. Ooh. Halted because of irrigation. You know what? we've got a lot of food. We've got a lot of crystalberry. I'm just gonna go ahead, turn all of that into stuffed berry. And then, well, not yet. Yeah, just leave that alone. We'll turn this back on when we have problems. Like right now... What else do we have in here? Omelets. Tons of omelets. Full of slime lung. That's fine. Eat the omelets. Yeah, the steam's getting actually a bit hot. It says heat production, but it shouldn't be producing heat. It steals heat, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Never you mind. Get this done, please. Now. This is your first priority, Stinky. Stinky. There you go. No, no, Stinky, come back. Stinky. He was right here. Why? Okay. I don't get dupe priorities. I guess he didn't have enough igneous rock. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This isn't working. Because I have this loop backwards. That is just so noisy. Come on, somebody. Somebody? Meep's coming. There you go. Okay, here comes the water. It's at a nice 31 degrees. It's gonna come in here and cool this down. But yeah, I did not know that it makes sense that these would have to be cool. And it's exiting at 35 degrees. There we go. Now we got a huge chunk of power we can eat up as we steal some of this heat. It's going nice and good. And it's actually still cooling down too. Perfect. Now, eventually, this water is just going to keep getting hotter and hotter, but it's not going to get hot above 100 degrees. It's not powering the battery at all. Is this right? So this is getting a green signal because this is not full is what I wanted it to be. So I want it like that. So it's going to run like whenever it's not full, this will go. Now I wonder what this means right here. Like, is that meaning that it's not generating as much as it could be? Like, its current wattage is only 240, it says. And I thought that these would produce 850. And I'm thinking that might be because I'm not giving it enough steam, or the steam is too cold, or something? I don't know. But then we got the same issue that now that this is cold, we can't, nothing's happening. Maybe we should... It'll be fixed once we have this connected there. It'll draw power from the hydrogen down here. More copper ore. It's amazing. They keep on throwing ore at me, just like I need. Okay. And anything happening down here? Nope. What kind of rock is around here? That we apparently we're stealing it pretty fast. So maybe if I instead build it as sedimentary, it'll stick around. I don't know, it seems like there's a priority issue, because I feel like people are coming down, they're making one ladder and then they're going back, and they're making one ladder and going back, and so on, instead of just continuing at one task. And I'm not sure how to fix that. Thoughts? Here, we need a door right there. And just dig that out a little bit. Make that a high priority. Same sort of thing over here. We might need a wall here. In case we have to dig these two out to see what this is. We shouldn't. We have to dig these two and then it won't fall. Yeah, never mind. Alright. This is going fine-ish. And we finished going this way. Good. Another table. We're gonna release the water if we go that way. But if we're gonna release the water if we go this way too. We can at least release it down to here instead, perhaps. So maybe like this. So go out here and up like that. And do that. Then it'll all fall down this way. That should be fine. Ooh, there's something here. There's something here. I'll go check that out. see the neutronium. It's probably just another saltwater geyser. Or, one of these. Where is it? This thing. A cool steam vent that we've seen like 5 or 6 of them. There. Am I lacking in water? Do they think they need to give me cool steam? No. Okay. Yeah, I got some fossil out there. Starting to see a little bit more of this area. The core of the world. There's the bottom of the map. You know, I'm wondering if I'm causing problems with my dupes because of my lack of focus. Like, I'm always saying, wonder what's going on down here, and setting up a few new things, hoping that by the time I get back to it, they'll have gotten some of it done. Then I say, oh, I wonder how this is going. So this is fine. Yeah, now it's sitting at nothing. We're just wasting our heat. How can I fix that? So... we could... These require less electricity. So we could put one of these right here. Right here. That will do. And we'll do a, not a steel. No. Cancel that. Build a liquid shutoff out of gold. Not anything, you know, actual pressures. And we'll do a thermosensor right before. Okay, this is a bad spot to do that. Put it right here instead. And then we'll put a thermosensor right before it. And the automate it, and then we'll have another set of pipes. We'll need a bridge like that, and send this to there. So we'll test to see if this is too hot, and as long as it's not too hot, we'll just send it back, rather than having to have this run all the time. And too hot, we'll say, is, I don't know, 70. So that we still get some good heat exchange with the turbine. So, send it green if below 70. Come on. Get all this done. I am regretting. I think I probably would have been better off if I hadn't tried to clean up all of the rock into this area. Because I think there's too many trips having to come back and forth. I should have swept like our main base, but otherwise left these alone. So maybe, let's priority these even lower. So things don't have to come here unless people have nothing else to do with their lives. That was interesting. What exactly were you just doing? You're grabbing all this pinch row, and eventually it'll turn into eggs. And these guys will all die. I didn't mean to do that. Why don't we just not grab the pinch row? Otherwise, yeah, I think we're just letting these die out. We'll have to go wrangle a few extra ones. We should have a bunch available. Here, get that one. And go ahead and extend this down to here and get that one too. Is this not working? It should be going. But then it doesn't seem to be passing it along. Like, I would have thought that this wire would mean that these would be powered, but they're not. Do I need to go like this to bypass it? Is this not connected? Oh. Ah. Okay, that might have... So all that power we were generating was only powering down here anyway. It wasn't feeding it back into the battery. So, yeah. Okay. We need to hook this up. Not this. That's low priority. Why isn't that going up? It should go right past that, right? Maybe if we put a bridge right after it, and right before it, just to give it some direction. Because this works, we're doing this all over the place. That's just saying top off from there. It should go past it. There it goes. Sometimes the piping in this game can be finicky. Okay, there we go. So this is staying cool. It's getting cooled down. We're getting this is staying hot. The steam is going. We've got some power being produced. And now we can just produce as much of this as we want. What's going on here? This is broken. We have a conductive wire there. Why would we put a plug in? That's a really weird looking thing. Why would it be like that? There, replace that. There's always something. Alright. Alright. I think this setup is done. It's working. It's not producing as much steam as I was hoping it would. Like, we might want to dig into one of the volcanoes or something, just to see if we can perhaps get some more heat. And we actually have filled up the gold. Not quite both of these, but on several of these. So that's turned off, right? Yeah. Okay. We still need a bunch of iron and steel. But yeah, things are moving in a positive direction. It only took a couple hours to fix the thing I thought was done 2 hours ago. A couple more eggs. We have tons and tons of omelets. Like, it seems like omelets are our new food of choice. I'm a little worried that these won't replenish then, because this is down to 3. Because we turned these off. I think I better turn these back on. Otherwise, it kind of ruined our, the way this worked. Gave us plenty of these eggshells, though. So that's for the good. Is that in here? No. That's down here. Here, get that going forever. All this lime. From the various different sources. Okay, we're burning more power, but that's okay because we are over capacity with hydrogen. So that's kind of what I want to happen. Okay, I was worried about the heat, and it is getting through hot now. So I bet we're getting like little puffs of heat coming out of these around here. It seems like it's dealing with it though. It's keeping it low. And by the time it gets out here, the oxygen is... I can't tell. It's at 28. So yeah, it's just like this one little area around here, and we got a pipe running right by it. I'm not gonna worry. This still isn't running very often, but that's okay. How is this going down here? Aha! What is this? A saltwater geyser. And a polluted water vent. That's good. Actually, that's not that bad. Polluted water vent? I wouldn't mind filling this entire area with polluted water. Here, open that door. And go ahead and wrangle these. Oh, it's going. How hot is it coming out? At 30 degrees. So, interesting. That's actually, that's cooler than most of the water. Comes out at 8.8 kilograms per second. That's nice. Impressive. I wonder what the period is. So it's, depends on like just how long it can stay as dormant is my concern. Anyway. That's a nice little find. Let's push through this abyssalite. And then climb up to here. Go over this way a little bit. Now that's just gonna let a lot of seawater in. Better just to go through it here. Yeah. So, like that. And we'll take a peek at what's over on this side. Okay. What else? Now, we could get this. I think it's just another geyser, but we can at least analyze it, or whatever. I'm betting we can't get up there because I screwed that up. Okay. It's interesting. I would say that I almost like polluted water more than salt water. Like, what is the requirement for desalinating? Polluted water just seems easier to deal with. Maybe I'm just used to it. So, desalinator. It seems fine. Just creates a bunch of salt. Let's see. So this creates 8 kDTUs per 5 kilogram. So, how does that compare to the sieve? The sieve is half as much, but also for 5 kilograms. So yeah, it's better to go with the sieve. It produces less heat. And of course, we're not getting table salt, so that's, you know, there's pluses and minuses. Yeah, this seems to just be going now. Apparently we are spilling some water on the floor. Where'd that come from? It's like water too, it's not salt water. I don't know. There's no water in this section of the base. Bizarre. Well, I guess there's some right here. Maybe, but I can't imagine how that could have, I don't know. I'm not worrying. I'm not going to question. Okay, that's starting to go. No, it's not going. That's not changed since I last messed with it. This is kind of done until I start messing with it again. This hasn't started. There's something right here. I'm just gonna take a peek at what it is. I don't want to have to go out there and actually click on it. It is a chlorine gas vent. That's actually not bad. I think that's the only source of renewable chlorine we've found so far. So that's cool. That makes me a lot more comfortable just letting this kind of get dispersed. I've been storing it because I didn't have a way of getting more. How are we doing on the metal? Hey, we're starting to get some real accumulations here. But we still can't get this up above 347, 359. That's going okay. And this is staying cool. Am I at all tempted to try to raise the temperature? So this is 275. It seems like it's staying below 120. I'm going to try changing this up a little bit. So let's set the send a green signal when the battery is less than 20% full. And a red if it's already at 60. And then let this get up towards 250-ish instead. Hopefully that'll work. Why is this still pulling in more water? I did it backwards. Yeah, I screwed it up. I should have... Let's see. I wanted this to be the top off, not that. So how can I change that around? Get rid of that bridge. We'll just rebuild it in a moment, but for now, we can get rid of it. I need to get rid of its neighbors. Come on. It's almost nighttime. We need to get this done fast. If we're gonna get it done at all. Okay. Put it right back, just where you got it. But this time, we'll make it so it goes like this. Like that. Now this is the top off. Here, get this done before nighttime happens. Come on. Nope, nope. You're getting this done tonight. Stinky. that you? Yeah, here he is. Almost done. Come on, someone... Max, there you go. Now you can go to bed. Okay, we won't know until it comes back, but I think now it's going to come in here and it'll prioritize the stuff going through this loop first. Let's see. So that will save us some coal. Because this has to run less. Yep. Perfect. And that was at 70. Let me just make sure that actually made sense to do, because that's 240 and that's 10. Yeah, so that's definitely saving us some power. All right. I'm half tempted to switch this over to copper, because I mean, it did just get a big chunk of it. Oh well. Printables. Yet more omelets. Yeah, okay. So erupts in 0.4, dormant in 63 cycles. Oh, it comes with food poisoning? That's interesting. So it's polluted with food poisoning. It says boiling, but it says it comes out at 30. What about this? Oh, I can't get to it because I need to unbury it. Yeah, this is done now. Ran out of that for there. This is barely moved. We ended up cutting ourselves off of this yet again. We need to get across the top first. Do it so we can just deconstruct from down there, please. That'll be fine. And we're starting to make some progress over here. Oh, don't uproot this. We can just go right over it. Here, go ahead and make this a door. That sand there, it's gonna come bring this whole lake down on us. Good. Okay, I think we should be thinking about getting up to space now. Building a more consistent path, perhaps. Because I think we fixed our oxygen problems, albeit at the cost of having some extra heat to be taken out of our base, which isn't a problem, really. We basically just saved us some power down here and gained some power up here. So, that's for the good. But I'm interested in rocketry. Yeah, we'll need to figure that out. We'll need to do research too. I don't even have any research stations, so I can't even see what I need, but I know there's this, where is it? The telescope, which apparently must be exposed to space to function. And we could, like, build it, anywhere around here, I guess, as soon as we can see space. That's something to think about. Alright, I'm going to stop here. We'll continue another time. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for bearing with me as I try to figure out why my less than ideal systems were not working. to next time.